Maine lobster is far more than just a meal. It's a culinary legend. With its sweet, tender white meat and unmistakable flavor of luxury, this iconic crustacean is revered around the world. Yet every buttery bite hides a rugged journey from the icy depths of the Atlantic Ocean to the hands of more than 4,000 licensed fishermen who brave Maine's harsh and frigid coastline. What makes Maine lobster so special? These lobsters grow slowly in cold waters, which gives their meat a firmer texture and a rich, natural sweetness that's hard to beat. Surprisingly, lobster was once considered poor man's food. So common, it was served in prisons and orphanages, even used as fertilizer. But that all changed over time. In the 1800s, lobsters were so abundant along the Maine coast that they were seen as pests, even called cockroaches of the sea. Often boiled without care, they tasted unpleasant and were looked down upon. Then came the railroad, transporting lobsters inland and introducing them to city dwellers who discovered their delicious flavor. With improved cooking methods and better storage, lobster's taste and quality began to shine, transforming its image. Tastes evolved, and lobster's reputation rose. Once a symbol of poverty, it quickly found its way to luxury menus and became one of America's most prized delicacies. Today, the tail, rich in firm, flavorful meat, is especially cherished. Lobsters grow fascinatingly. They molt, shedding their entire shell to grow. Imagine peeling off your skeleton just to get taller. It takes 5 to 8 years for a lobster to reach legal harvesting size. A long, slow journey for something consumed in minutes. Maine accounts for about 90% of the U.S. lobster harvest, producing nearly 100 million pounds each year. For many coastal families, this isn't just work. It's a way of life, passed down through generations. Fishermen set out before sunrise, placing lobster traps baited with oily fish known as pogie, lobster gold. The smellier the bait, the better the catch. Traps are grouped and marked with colorful buoys, each bearing a unique pattern to identify the fisherman and prevent theft. When traps are hauled in, only legal-sized lobsters are kept. Undersized ones, egg-bearing females, and oversized breeders are returned to the sea. Females carrying eggs are marked with a small notch on their tail to ensure protection in future harvests. Claws are secured with rubber bands to prevent injury, and the lobsters are placed in cold, salty water containers that mimic their natural environment to keep them alive and healthy during transport. Fishermen typically return around midday with the catch, which is stored in ventilated crates before being sold. Lobsters are priced based on shell hardness, with hard shell ones fetching more than recently molted soft shell ones. At processing plants, lobsters are placed in huge temperature-controlled tanks, chilled to around 40 degrees Fahrenheit. This slows their metabolism and reduces stress, keeping them fresh before processing. Some tanks can hold up to 100,000 pounds at once. The processing begins with humane stunning using high-pressure processing, or HPPP. This method uses cold water and intense pressure to shut down the lobster's nervous system instantly. Lobster tails are carefully separated, cleaned, and deveined. Skilled workers can handle up to 40,000 pounds of lobster per shift. The tails are then graded and sorted by weight before being flash frozen using liquid nitrogen, locking in freshness and texture. Claws and knuckles are steamed to retain their natural sweetness and tenderness, then subjected to strict quality control. This process achieves up to 90% meat yield. The claw meat is vacuum sealed and treated with high pressure to keep it fresh and ready for kitchens worldwide. Up to 10,000 pounds produced daily. Every batch is carefully weighed, packed, and sealed, completing the lobster's incredible journey from sea to table. Smaller claws and bodies are steamed in massive units, then rapidly chilled. The meat from these parts is either hand-picked or ground into premium lobster mince for use in soups, sauces, and spreads, ensuring nothing goes to waste. So, are you a lobster lover? Do you enjoy it freshly cracked open, or do you prefer convenient, ready-to-eat options? Either way, next time you take a bite of that tender lobster meat, remember the generations of hard work, care, and dedication that go into every delicious morsel. From brave fishermen on cold Atlantic mornings to the precise hands at modern processing facilities.